And
Welcome back, everybody, to D and Doozles. I am joined tonight by Brianna, Corey, Penny, Haley, Hunter, and the long-awaited return of Mike. Mike, welcome back. So, who would like to fill or give us a brief recap of the last session? Bonus if you do it in character.
I can start. We landed in Quaziam. We all decided that we needed a long rest, so we met Anita's parents, and they fed us, and I'm not sure the conversations that they had with the other players, mainly because I intentionally try not to listen to the other players' conversations with NPCs. But the conversation that Anita's mother had with myself was that I got the impression that she was clairvoyant, and that maybe she was touched in the same kind of way by the great old one that plagues me, or at least some more than just a few people in Quaziam were. And I told her my first real name. Aside from that, that's the same session we fought the crab, right?
Yes.
We also fought a crab boat mech undead thing that shot anchors out of its face, and I definitely, I think I died, but I stabilized, and we escaped the ghost Dutchman, and found his compass. Correct.
Which y'all still
Yeah, we found his
have.
compass.
Y'all
Yeah.
still have that.
Yeah, it's mounted.
I don't know who has
it's basically mounted on the ship. It's mounted on the ship, basically.
And
Oh.
that's what I remember from the last session.
Oh,
It's
Crib
not-
almost fell off the back of the boat.
It's not necessarily mounted, it's just real heavy. Yep, so a lot of people almost died last session. Fun times.
Milo almost died last session too, rolling the nat 1 on the dexterity save. Or was that the session before?
That was the session before.
You're right.
When you got trap splat, that was the session before you.
Yeah.
Milo killed the crab, and Rathok marked his arm.
He is now a
Designating
man in
him a
Orcish.
man now.
In Orcish society, he is a man.
So, anybody else got anything to add?
Oh, Anita asked Milo, or they got into a conversation somehow about Milo's mother's book that Milo was kind of just holding on to and reminiscing with, and he showed Anita a picture of his mom that was in the front of the book, and she patted him on the head about it, but otherwise could not read the text that the book is written in.
We made a note to show it to Mad X later.
Yeah, she asked to borrow it from Milo, if I remember right, and he let her.
Also, Milo screamed out, "Mama!" when Anita went to charge the crab
Oh yeah,
monstrosity.
that's right.
A baby.
And I think Anita got inspiration for it.
She did. She did indeed.
And then promptly burned it.
She needed it.
Sometimes
It do.
things still don't work out.
It did not.
I believe Kriv left off taking care of his eggs and then finding a sunny port because he's like, holy shit, there's a lot of warm and sun, and now he's being a lizard on the Monica stove.
In the middle of the courtyard of Anita's family's, compound. And we are going to pick up the next morning. You awaken to the smell of food and parents yelling at children. In the very familial kind of way. Would you sit down? No. Eat that. No. What are you doing? That does not belong at the table. And this is the kind of loud that you're not sleeping through.
Rathok is immediately disturbed.
How young is my youngest sibling and or cousin?
Your youngest cousin is like 8.
Oh.
So this is gonna be loads of fun. This is normal for me. It's fine. I'm up bright and early. I'm, wandering about. I'm ruffling some heads. I'm knocking a few together gently. Helping round everybody up for breakfast.
Yep.
Milo wakes up slow and is like, "Is that other kids? Is that other kids?"
Yeah. Well, nobody says anything because you awaken. I don't know what room or where you stayed, who you stayed with, if you stayed or did you.
I stayed with Anita.
Oh, I probably try to let you sleep in.
You can hear
Milo
Anita.
gets up and follows the sound of other kids.
There are other children.
Anita being Auntie Anita.
There are in fact other kids scurrying about, varying ages.
Yeah, Milo's kind of stunned for a second and then just jumps in with the other kids.
This is gonna be great.
And they just kind of assume you are part of them.
Yeah, they do that kid thing where they're like, "Oh, you're screaming? We're also screaming. This is gonna be great."
Yeah. The difference is that these kids don't appear to be armored or visibly armed.
I don't think Milo is at the moment either. He just kind of got up and put his pants on and walked out. He doesn't even have shoes on. His hair is all stuck up weird.
Is he at least wearing a shirt?
Yeah, he's got a shirt and pants, but no shoes and no belt.
Okay.
And
yeah, Anita's mother just kind of runs up to Milo, licks her palm, and fixes his hair. It does the whole super invasive mom thing.
The you got a schmutz.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Milo turns he's gonna swing on her for a second, and then just gets the sense that he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And just takes it. He just waits for it to be over.
Yes.
He's looking for Anita.
My voice carries. I am also child wrangling.
Yeah, he just kind of cuts eyes over to Anita, in that "can you make it stop" kind of way.
I look at him in an "oh my sweet summer child" sort of face, and I let him suffer through it because I had to suffer through it, so he can too.
Yes.
Generational trauma.
I suffered through this. I'm not going to make it better for my kids, so they're going to suffer too.
I had to suffer, so shall you.
All at the hands of the same person.
Ain't that how it worked, though?
You don't get in Mama Bashir's way.
It do.
I'm gonna take a wild fucking guess that everyone here is afraid of this woman.
Yes, but also in love with her.
Yeah, Milo takes it, and then as soon as he's released, he disappears into a cloud of dust and joins the other children running around the courtyard.
We'll come back at dark and be covered in mud, have someone else's shit, and
pocket full of lizards, and yeah.
So Milo and the other kids are in the courtyard.
Well, they're currently being herded. Oh, hey, Rufio. So
they're probably going to interrupt your meditation.
You mean training? I'm not meditating. Did that earlier.
The whole family is kind of herded. Someone respectfully stands near Rathok and just kind of watches and waits.
After a while, he does acknowledge.
And he's like, food is only served 3 times a day. I recommend you not miss it.
He nods and kind of lightly goes back to his training.
Okay. Jewel, you awaken.
Hungover.
Yep.
Go back to sleep.
That's not really possible.
Very loud.
Got magic. I'll make this magic. I'll magic the shit out of this. I can't magic the shit out of this spot.
No, you can't.
Did not pick up silence, did you?
Not pick up silence. Is there a garden somewhere nearby?
Yep, in the courtyard.
I'm just gonna go out to the courtyard and cast plant growth.
The trees bloom.
I'm gonna read the text of plant growth real quick. Actually, no, I'm gonna cast Druidcraft because
Okay.
that'll do the same thing and it's a cantrip. So yeah, it's fine.
Yep, the trees bloom and open up, and the sweet smell of jasmine fills the air.
Sweet. I'm just gonna chill in the courtyard and take a nap under one of the trees.
Somebody runs up to you. It is a small child.
I'll take one of the flowers from one of the trees, give it to the child, and just point in an opposite direction.
The child just kind of tilts his head. He takes it, tilts his head, and he's like, Mama said it's breakfast time.
Okay, I'll follow the child.
You are led into a room that you've been in before. You were here last night. You got loaded with 2 of Anita's cousins.
Oh, good. Hell yeah. Drinking buddies, what I've always wanted. Everyone here is always a fuddy-duddy. Finally got some drinking buddies willing to get loaded with me.
So, you also notice that there is, like, wine and vodka on the table.
I'm going to take a swig of the wine.
It's decent. It's not
Good.
It's not like, great wine, but it is decent.
Enough to keep the hangover away.
Yep.
That's all that matters. All right. I'll just sit down and wait for everyone else to show up.
And as people file in, there is breakfast served. It is meat and water-bearing vegetable and fruit. Some kind of grilled cheese.
Some kind of grilled cheese.
Yeah, Ichimata goes directly for the cheese.
It good. It a mild cheese, and it's got that nice char on it, so you get like that good wood smoke taste in with it. And
My
then
plate is just like piled high.
Anita's father just kind of comes in, and he's like, It's like, where is the other one, and where is Kriv at the moment?
Crib's just sitting in there already eating.
Oh. It's like, you're all here. Excellent. You're good. You're finally awake.
Oh no.
You're finally awake.
Just glares daggers.
So, now that it is daytime, there is much to do and much to see. What are your plans?
Well, we have to go to the temple to deliver the Dawn Spear. That is on a pretty high priority of things to do currently.
I
Market.
am going to the market as well to find something flammable.
That's ominous.
Something flammable.
Something not just flammable, but like burns really hot, really fast.
Explosives. You're looking for explosives.
Well, I don't want to make a noise.
So you want sulfur.
You could hold up a sec. You could do the same thing with simple sawdust. Go to one of the lumber mills and grab one of those. It burns extremely hot and extremely quickly.
Okay. How much of it do you think I would need to burn down a building?
Well, if you put it in the right places, and depending on the airflow into the building, probably two 50-gallon drums worth or two whiskey barrels worth would be enough.
Anita's mother is just like, why are we talking about arson and from children at my breakfast table?
You
Crib
didn't have to
is
say
just like
arson.
seconded.
Rathok is kind of glaring at Joel. It's like, how do you know this?
I figure Milo's not at this table. He's sitting with kids somewhere.
It is a
never
very
known.
large table.
It's like Thanksgiving,
They
but
would've-
every morning.
It's
They
like
would have never have
he's
known if
present.
you'd.
Milo's not paying a lick of attention to this conversation. He's hanging out with some kids. He's talking about kid stuff, like how to draw that S thing. And
they have this game where they spin tops at each other, and whoever top knocks the other out of the circle wins.
Beyblades.
Milo offers to add another dimension to this game, and whoever's top gets knocked out of the ring also gets punched in the face.
Oh, you've played this game before.
He's like, yeah, I definitely have.
Rathok kind of makes a small motion to Milo, kind of showing him his fist and showing him the correct way to punch.
It's so cute.
Milo listens because he's seen Rathok punch a man like to death. in a
Look, as
single blow.
long as you don't punch like Chaz Dinkle, you're gonna be alright.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, Milo's like in it. He's also like, I learned this game from the place I came from. It's called Bloody Knuckles. Basically, we just try to hurt each other with pennies.
You mean with
It's
copper?
With panties?
Yeah, they are copper pieces are sometimes called copper pennies here, so they know what you're talking about.
And to answer Rathok's question earlier, illegal lumber traders really don't clean up their workspaces very well, and that's how I answer that question.
I don't imagine there's going to be a lot of lumber traders here.
And there might be a workshop or a sawmill.
There are actually wood carvers. The wood that comes in on the ships from other islands, and we cut it and process it down into very fine goods.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, usually they won't charge you nearly anything for the sawdust because they can't work anything with it. I mean, you get 2, maybe 3 50. I'm gonna say 50-gallon barrels because I don't know what the equivalent is in Quaziam, but everyone knows what a 50-gallon barrel is.
Yeah, it's like you need like 6 barrels to get that amount because a barrel is actually like 35 gallons or something like that.
Yeah, you would probably need about 6 barrels worth of the stuff, and you can probably get it if you just go to the local lumber places around here.
Okay, it's not going to work now because I'm trying to be sneaky about
Discreet.
it. I got to be able to get into this building without being.
Oh well, there is a man I know, an alchemist by the name of Salazar.
Okay, yeah, this is good. I like this.
Yes, Salazar. He operates in the market.
Okay, is he known to be discreet?
He's known to be whatever you want if you pay him enough.
Okay, all right. See, this is what I kind of need. I also appreciate your help, Jewel. Thank you.
Have you ever done business in Quaziam before, Mr. Maddox?
If I did, I probably did prior to my case of Alzheimer's.
I don't know what that is, but all right.
You see, apparently I'm really old, and I've been here before, but I don't remember so much. So there's gaps in my memory. I know I owe money here. I definitely owe money.
Everybody owes money here.
I don't owe money here.
Not yet. Give it a day. So the thing that you have to understand about there are 2 rules of business in Quaziam. The first rule is don't ask any questions.
One pretty important.
Okay, I
Got
like
it.
that.
Yep. Criv just nodding his head, being like, I know this one.
The second rule of business in Quaziam is don't ask any fucking questions.
It's very important.
It's just the first rule, but with fucking in it.
Exactly.
I think I know the third rule, too. Is it paying cash up front and don't take it on credit?
No, we have tons of... credit can be extended here. There are several fine establishments that will be happy to assist you.
No. I mean, if we get paid, take it up front, not on credit.
No, we actually have an excellent credit enforcement system. We're not
Is it a guy who comes out with a shillelagh and kneecaps them if they don't pay up?
Generally speaking, that is how it goes.
Got it.
It is, you know.
Well, Maddox, if you do owe money, we're going to find out really quick if we see anyone walking up with billy clubs.
I hope that person's not alive still. I mean, it's a long time ago.
I mean, it could be on ledgers.
Yeah, I suppose it could be on ledgers.
So breakfast kind of concludes. You've been given a cultural lesson of the marketplace in Quaziam. Does what? Let's start with Anita.
Visiting that order is probably going to be pretty high on my list, but I mean, I'm just gonna travel with the general party. I know better than to, let these people fucking split up here. Oh my god, they'll be broke by the end of the day.
Yep. Anita's mother gathers up the children and herds them out. She does not gather up Milo for this one.
Milo looks a little sad watching the other kids go. He's like,
they have to go to school, dear.
Oh.
Is it because they can't read?
Among other things, yes, dear. Some of them are apprentices.
What a fucking coincidence. You're not gonna believe this. I can't read either. I should go to school with those kids.
Crib's just like, Milo, you can read, though.
Yeah, I've been teaching you.
No,
Anita and Maddox both have been teaching you.
I forgot.
You don't forget how to read.
Milo, this sounds a whole lot like you wanting to get out of going on a outing and go hang out with your new friends. But Milo, school is boring.
Hey, I like school. Don't talk shit about school.
Yeah, man.
Okay, hold on. I think we're about to have one of those societal differences again, being Dragonborn, being human, who
That's fair.
Sods is a halfling. Your school may have been cool. My school has learned where to go and do ranger shit.
Can you read, Kriv?
Yes, Milo, I can read. You need to read to know how to do a rangering. It's how you know how to read the post-its for what creatures wanted. It's not just a picture.
I thought that's what the picture and the numbers was for. Is there a lot of reading out in the forest?
When you're bored and in a tree stand, yes. Take a good book.
Rufio says you can totally forget how to read.
I'm gonna bite that one back for our number one fan.
Anita's mother just says, "Yes, Milo, it is very important that you learn how to read. You don't want to end up like Kyle, 19 years old and never learned how to fucking read."
I mean, did he try?
We are not sure.
Does he still drink those, weird greenish drinks that I think he gets from monsters?
Those potions?
And then punches holes in walls because he doesn't know how to vent or have outlets?
He also has a very, very, very tall carriage.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
We're
But
talking
I'll go
about
with you if you'll stop.
no. We're talking about how in about a few months' time, I'm going to teach you basics of Elvish.
Look, so
He's
I'm
going
gonna,
to teach you how to read Squiggle Deer.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I just got done learning these letters. You're telling me I'm supposed to learn a bunch more?
I'm at least going to teach you 2 other alphabets.
I'd be very interested in learning Elvish.
I can teach you 2, Anita.
It's only 2. They are taught several in
Milo
Quaziam
laid
school.
down on the floor.
No. I mean,
Hey,
I'm going
Milo.
to start with
Hey,
2,
Milo.
and if they can grasp it, sure. We can do more.
Milo, you want to learn how to read Meepo?
No.
The hell is
Oh,
Meepo?
why would you say that? Oh my god, you forgot
What
about
the hell is a Meepo?
Milo like
See,
gets up and looks at Maddox. I'm getting real tired of you forgetting about Meepo.
Meepo was the kobold from the Sunless Citadel that got iced.
Yeah, he blew up.
Literally.
He blew up because of the dragon.
Came Chunky Salsa.
The
Yeah, he
baby
became the
dragon.
chili salsa.
Can we stop saying that?
Wait, was I there for that? Was that me?
Yes.
Was it you?
Yeah, exactly. Was it me?
Well, you were there, and we've now reminded you of this 5 times.
Yeah, because I don't think I was there.
Right. But what I'm saying is, this conversation with you and your faculties has happened 5 times.
Maybe he was the other guy. Like all the times.
I do the Ron Burgundy and I point at you and I say, I don't believe you. And I pull out my pipe.
There was Meepo, and then he died, and then right after, I got shot in the face for the first time.
I thought it was a rat bit you.
No, I got shot in the face by a kobold. And Anita had to save me.
It was a goblin.
Whatever. They
Oh,
all
I
look the
speak
same.
that too.
I'm just gonna look to Amita's parents and just kind of give them the eyes of "Please help me."
Well,
At which point, a cousin just puts another bottle in front of you. Here's one for the road.
Give me the hedgehog.
Rufio, it was kind of chili salsa, if we're being honest.
well, Crib's just like, anyway, fun times trolling everybody, but it's time to go. And Crib just starts walking out the door.
Milo's still like laying on the floor.
They're like, have a good day, Griff.
Thank
See you
you.
for dinner.
Okay, I'll be back by sundown-ish.
Milo, get up.
It's no
I
different
picked
than any of our other
him up
fucking
and I
children.
threw him over my shoulder.
Oh, you were gonna do that. Okay.
Like he
I
a
don't have
sack
to
of
anymore.
potatoes.
Milo just lays limp.
It's fine,
choice.
you're not that heavy.
Yeah, he's only, according to the character sheet, like
Only
Is,
we.
but we.
like 60 pounds.
Jesus.
Did you at least put all your gear back on?
No, he still like has no shoes and like
Have to finish getting dressed first, Milo.
Yeah, Crib was already like fully geared when you guys woke up and came down to breakfast.
Milo's like, but it's hot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
These clothes, they're really good for the heat.
Rathok kind of steps up to Milo and points to the mark on his arm, and with a very stern face of disappointment on his face.
That's fucked up.
That's right. You're a man now, Milo. Remember?
Hey,
So fucking act like one.
Okay, we're done yelling at Milo.
I'm sorry.
hey, I'll just learn
I'm
to
sorry.
read 18 things and then forget all of them.
I'm sorry. That came out of nowhere. I apologize.
Anita's about to do the put your shoes on like 8 times when your mom does before she goes, put your fucking shoes on. Like moms do.
Alright, so for the lack of time, everybody gathers their collective shit, and la-di-da, everybody gets out onto the streets.
Hey. Alright, I am up for going wherever the group collectively decides we're going.
Do you want to do the temple first and then come back to the market?
would be a breath of relief to hand this off to somebody.
Yeah, let's get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
I had forgot about it. Completely.
Breathlock's been the one holding it the entire time.
It's true.
It's good that I forgot about it.
Breathlock shakes, like, nods in agreement.
Matter of fact, keep forgetting about it.
I just might. I've got all the brain cells in the world to do so, Jewel.
Okay, and we're walking. Bye. We will see you for dinner.
So, Anita leads you all through the city and into the temple quarter, which is surprisingly not hot at all. Thanks to the
What?
Thanks
What
to the
kind of temple? What kind of temple?
He's barking at me.
So the temple quarter is home to a bunch of different faiths, and I mean you can see anything and everything being practiced here. As a matter of fact, you see some people walking around and they have multiple medallions and multiple holy symbols around their necks, because charlatanry is also alive and well in a big cosmopolitan city like this. And there are people that are trying to sell you curios, trinkets, and charms until they see Anita. At which point, people just kind of back away. Like, wait, there's a paladin.
I mean, not the menacing. Well, then again, Anita is taller than Rathok, and Rathok is just glaring at other people. Get the fuck out of my fucking way.
Yeah, don't mind the big giant silver, almost 7 foot tall dragon man.
They would still try. You get the sense that if you were not with like somebody who is obviously a real practitioner of a faith, that these people would be trying to hawk shit to you.
All right.
There is a dog and a cat. Okay. Distractions aside, this area is actually incredibly comfortable to be in, thanks to the number of fountains and like reflecting pools and shady trees. The air here is a lot fresher than in other parts of the city because you don't sense that there are many fires burning, but you do sense the faint aroma of incense being burned. Different kinds, different sweet spices, that sort of thing. Anita leads you into a large temple where a pair of guards, heavily armored with halberds, stop you.
I do some sort of ceremonial greeting.
They nod back to you and they say, "State your business."
And I kind of lower my voice and I lean in a little bit and I'm like, we are here delivering the Dawn Spear to the Order for safekeeping. The previous abbey was no longer safe.
Okay. And one of them leaves. The other is standing there, and he's kind of holding his halberd, looking a bit unsure. But eventually, a man wearing, like, bronze brigandine shows up, and he's got, like, an armored turban. And he does look like he's decked out. He's got a long curved sword strapped to his hip. And, Anita, you recognize him as being one of the temple commanders.
Big deal.
Yeah.
I want an armored turban. That's fucking awesome.
I want an armored turban. That does sound awesome.
It's really
I
just
show
like
him,
a Spangen helm with a turban wrapped around it, but yeah.
I show him all of, like, the proper respect.
He's like, "I think you'd best come inside."
I nod and I kind of ushered everybody to kind of like, keep it on the down low and just like be quiet, basically.
Can I stay outside? I don't. Last time we went into a temple, I got stuck there for a while. I don't really want to go inside.
Rathok kind of drags you in.
Oh, can't I just not be a part of this?
No.
When you go inside the temple, Jewel, go ahead and roll me nature.
Oh, okay.
If I gotta be here, you gotta be here.
That's not true. I'm older than you.
In Orcus,
But are you a
show you the
man
one.
in Orcish society?
Oh my god. To roll in nature?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we'll just see how this goes. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. 11.
Milo's an adult. He's learned misogyny.
Okay, so even with an 11, what you see inside of this temple is absolutely astounding. First of all, the thing you have to understand is that this building reaches into the sky about 300 feet, and there is a massive glass dome of stained glass and of all different colors and mosaic designs. It's all geometric shapes, and the sunlight just streams in. And you can see the beams of sunlight because of the smoke from the incense, right? So there's just beams of light cutting in all different directions. And they all seem to be focused on this massive ancient tree.
Well, you know I'm going to approach this tree unless stopped. So I'm going to just kind of be enamored with this tree and start walking towards it. Unless someone sticks a dagger in my stomach.
Yeah, no, they let you.
Okay.
Crib going with her.
I'm going to touch this tree, see what happens.
All right.
Crib will not be touching the tree.
I'm not going to touch the tree unless someone's holding on to me and preventing me from doing that.
Aren't you still on Anita's shoulder?
No, she got me dressed, and I presume I walked here.
Rathok kind of stops you.
Who, me?
No, Milo.
Because I'm over like, get your filthy fucking hands off me.
Yep. So when you touch the tree, you realize that this tree is ancient. It's also, from what you can tell, well, it's not even something that is, from what you can tell, you know that this is a primordial tree.
Okay, hold up a sec. I have some spells I need to check out real quick.
Crib just detects magic on the tree.
Yeah. It's the tree is radiating strong abjuration magic.
Oh,
okay, got it. I got it.
Culturally speaking, it's cool to touch the tree, right?
Yes.
All right.
I'll let Milo touch the tree. It's fine. I encourage him.
All right. I cast a 3rd level spell, Plant Growth. Now, let me finish. Let me finish. All right. You exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell's area of effect from being effective. If you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on the point you see within range are enriched for 1 year. The plants yield twice as much twice as the normal amount of food when harvested. I'm going to sit here for 8 goddamn hours and enrich this fucking tree.
As you begin to take your seat, in order to do this, one of the gentlemen in your group lays a hand on your shoulder in like a very calming way, not like an offensive or an attacking sort of way, and he's like, "Friend, perhaps we can conduct business first."
No offense to you, but I have no business with what they're doing. This takes priority over that to me.
As you wish, friend.
All right, I'm gonna be here for 8 hours. I'm just gonna kind of say back to y'all, like, y'all go. I got some stuff to do.
Okay. So, Jewel is currently doing her commune with nature thing. She's seated on the soil by the tree. She's got her palms down on the soil, and her eyes are closed, and she seems very deep in concentration.
Look, you said big ass tree you said primordial tree. I'm like, I know what I must do. My people need me.
This is the calmest Jewel has been the entire time.
Jewel, go ahead and gain a point of inspiration.
Dope.
I think Jewel has 2 points of inspiration now.
Double dope.
Well, you can only, if you're already inspired, then you're already inspired. You're either inspired or
we already
not.
had.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just keep the it's fine.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'll spend the inspiration to get the inspiration back.
That's not quite how it works. Just go with me on this one.
I know. I'm messing, dog. You're good.
All right. So the abbot ushers you, except for Joel, into his office, and he says in a low tone, "You have the Dawn Spear."
Yeah, we have the spearhead.
Well, yes. I mean, that's what makes it the Dawn Spear.
Yes.
There's no way a haft would last that long.
There's like you make it out of part of that tree, and I bet it would.
Yes, we have the Dawn Spear.
It's incredibly difficult to fashion anything out of a tree like that.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that. I'm just saying.
But
difficulty breeds success. Difficulty breeds excellent material, in my experience.
yes,
I thought it was difficulty breeds ingenuity.
Same story, different terminology.
Are you sure you can read?
Milo?
This boy is astute.
Don't be rude, please, Milo.
No, I'm a boy. I'm not astute.
Redacted.
Yeah, thank you.
I take it back.
Anyway,
Milo.
Rathok, I think you have the goods.
Rathok steps forward and pulls out the Dawn Spear and sets it upon his desk.
He looks at it. Yes, you've done the right thing bringing it here. Dawn Spear is now safe. At least for now.
What happened?
Well, it is woefully incomplete. The primordial tree does have the ability to produce a spear haft. But we will require something that can hew the haft from the tree.
So everything I just said that you then ragged on me about.
I did not rag on you for shit.
I was looking at Milo. Is about what we're about to do, so.
This is where the other two comes in, isn't it?
We will require a number of materials in order to get what we need. You all are definitely... You're the ones who brought it here, then you must be the ones to make it new again.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. You finish, the journey sort of thing, yeah.
Rang the bell and ended the blood moon. And if the blood moon has risen once, it will continue to rise.
Blood moon rises once again, Link.
And if that happens, then we're going to need the Dawn Spear to put an end to it. I do not know all the details, but I can say that a great evil is coming.
Could just blow up the moon.
What?
We could blow up the
You
moon.
cannot blow up the moon.
Look, hear it out. If we blow up the moon, then we no longer got to worry about the oceans.
No, that's when you worry about the oceans.
No, because see, they'll go crazy for a little bit and then it'll settle.
Both of you shut up.
You shut up.
So
What if the moon's what keeps the islands in the sky? What if it just pulls these islands so hard?
You're tabling the moon discussion, please. Let us continue.
Funnily enough, the moon is how the islands got to the sky. In ancient times, when the creatures of great evil from the deep came, our people made offerings to the sun and moon, and the moon heard our prayers and raised our islands and our people to the skies. our people. He motions to Rathok, his people.
Question.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you say creatures of the deep? Do you mean like a megalodon? Because that's cool. I understand. Megalodon, that's pretty terrifying. That's what you mean, right?
Aboleth.
You shouldn't have said that word. Should have just gone with yes.
What's an aboleth?
Those are real?
Very.
Do I need to make a knowledge, Zach?
No, you've already succeeded. You know, we've already established that you know what they are.
Evil! I just point at him and I say, evil!
Crib just clamps a hand over Maddox and he just whispers in his ears like, look, I don't need you freaking out right now. He needs to pay us to bring this shit here anyway. Can we at least get to there before you have a psychotic break?
Evil catfish slave masters.
Hey, hand goes back over mouth. Anyway, just gonna hold him really quick. We're gonna come over here to the corner so he can freak out for a bit. And Anita, you've got the rest of this, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm still reeling from that being real. I thought those were stories. I thought a lot of things we've run into are stories. I should probably just stop assuming they're stories.
Chances are, if it's bad and wants to kill you, it's probably real. Most legends come from happenings.
I've begun to notice, yes, the dragon, this.
Crib's just like, you until you saw the dragon, you didn't know dragons were real?
No, I knew dragons were real. I did not know that dragon was real. Anyway, continuing onward.
Sorry for the interrupting. Please continue, sir.
In order to take wood from a primordial tree, one requires star metal.
Ah.
I swear.
With the star metal, we could fashion it into an axe, perhaps. And then make an offering, and the primordial tree might provide us a suitable haft. To work the star metal, we'll need the fire heart.
That's the one. That's the bitch, yes.
Fortunately, the fire heart is here.
Oh, good. So that's 2 down.
The star
I believe
metal.
we're missing one more.
There might be star metal here in Quaziam. At least we know of where it might be.
Okay. Is that we know where it might be, go purchase it? Or is that we might know where it is, go get it?
It's a go get it.
With the shanky shank?
More than likely.
Yeah, all right, sign me up.
All right, we will do what we must.
It's
standard rates of pride.
Yes, your reward. How foolish of me.
Kind of give Kriv a look.
Kriv just looks at Anita. It's like, look, you're part of the order. I need to eat.
That's fair.
All of you, in fact, have earned a much-needed reward. Don't think of this as monetary compensation for doing the right thing, because that is clearly something that we are all above. And he just gives you the Quazius.
We call it hazard pay.
The Quazius side eye, which is more along the lines of, this is a stipend to equip yourself for the coming task.
Like maybe with some healing potions.
He reaches into his desk and he pulls out rubies, and he hands one to each of you.
Oh no. Rathon just kind of looks at Kriv and like, Just shakes his head. No.
This is Crib's actual face right now. He's just looking at the rubies and like putting that eye on it.
No, and what he's doing is he's putting one into each hand. The ruby is the size of a grape. Kriv,
Crib immediately just bites it.
your loot ninja senses tell you that these rubies are worth 2,000 gold pieces. Even.
Does she give one to Milo too, or just skip over?
The abbot does give one to Milo.
And it's a guy, right?
Yeah, it's a...
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the guy with the turban. The armored turban.
Milo's just like... And then watching Kriv, like, put it in his mouth, he's like...
Anita, you're muted.
I put my hand on his face. I'm like, no, don't do that. Stop.
I need to taste if it's real.
You cannot tell the difference. It's real.
Crib's like, yep, mine's real.
Puts it in his pocket.
Jewel, during your meditation, someone comes up to you, puts something into your pocket, and leaves you alone. It does not break your concentration.
Okay, I just hope y'all know this is the point you're going to see Joel transform from the go hung, let's go, to like the support druid that stays in the far back.
Understood.
Okay. So, he now begins to launch into where he thinks the star metal might be. If you leave the city and go further back into the lake country, you'll find the ruins of old Quaziam. The ruins from before the great city was built. And they knew how to mine the metal before the calamity.
This is going to be fantastic.
If you enter the ruins, it's said that there is a chest, but it is guarded by the serpents.
I'm sorry. Serpents?
Serpents.
Like what kind of serpents?
They say that they have the bodies of serpents and features similar to that of a man.
Does Kriv know what a naga is?
Nope.
Goddamn Sen's Fortress snake demons.
Do I... can I make a knowledge history for that?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Snake
no.
people.
Yep. Yeah. I just look at everyone like I don't know. I don't.
Snake
Bedtime
people.
story roll? History roll? Bedtime story roll?
Sure. Snake people. You were on mute, right?
Religion.
Yeah.
16.
Yes. You do know of one of the older races, a more primordial race. You know less about them as a people and more about the fact that they worshipped gods from the skies.
Do I know the name of said people?
No, you don't. There are several names that you have heard of. None of them you can actually pronounce. We're talking like, how much do people know about, a lesser Aztec cult, kind of
Understood.
obscure.
Rathok kind of relays what he knows to the rest of the party.
So snake people.
Snake people.
Snake,
Awesome.
and from if they've got star metal, snake people with boss weapons.
Hey, wait. What did you say? Snake people with what?
Boss
weapons.
Oh, I
Ergo,
thought
if they've got star metal and know how to mold it,
I'm hearing. Are you saying Goss?
Boss.
BOSS.
Okay, cool. Way
If
better.
they had Goss weapons, we'd be going nowhere near it.
Exactly. That was
Because
like
that's future tech versus fantasy, and we don't have enough magic.
Y'all don't know what Goss weapons are, so it'd be fine.
Yeah, but the
That's
first time something like that whizzes past my head and at a frequency of "oh fuck you," bye.
So you're telling me it flays people with molecules, right? And it's not magic.
This is that science bullshit we've heard about.
They do
Well,
science here.
It's got to have a cooldown, right? It doesn't have a cooldown?
What do you mean they can fire 400 rounds a minute?
That's so bad.
But hey, if you
Alright.
hit it, it'll explode, even though its ammo will not.
All right, moving back on track.
Take your time and make yourselves ready for the trial ahead, and I will prepare a group of temple guard to lead you there first thing tomorrow morning.
Cribs just kind of puts the two finger like, quick question. Are there anybody in town that might have, like surveyors or archaeologists, historians who might have like old maps of old Quaziam?
There are maps in the library.
Excellent.
I would suggest you start there.
Cool.
Rathog just says.
Just looks at Maddox.
Rathog just says the word herbalists.
In the marketplace.
Everything is in the market.
If you cannot, as they say, if you cannot find it in the marketplace in Quaziam, it does not exist.
Can I find snake people in the marketplace?
They do not exist.
What?
Until they do.
Oh, okay.
I laugh.
Crib's just like, okay, well, I tried. Sorry, guys.
It was a clever quip, my friend.
I have my moments.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do to start preparing the Dawn Spear.
Yep.
My lieutenant will meet you in the morning.
Can I get you to sign something really quick? Just something that I have whenever we get to one of these establishments. And he just unsheaths slightly Shatter Spike.
Oh.
Sheaths it really quick and holds out his other thing he got signed by the last abbess. Just that he has this. It's still on loan. Will return later. Do not arrest, kill, or treat as bandit. Has been given with permission.
Fair.
He just kind of goes up and pulls out like a small thing, and he just kind of stamps he just kind of squeezes it and embosses his seal on the edge of it. Yeah, he just punches your card.
Yeah, cool. Crib's like, excellent, thank you, appreciate it.
The do not maim, murder, or arrest punch card.
Crib's like, you think I joke. The only difference between a ranger and a bandit is a bounty. This is how you get bounties. This is how you prevent them.
This man, there is wisdom to this man.
He has
That's good because the intelligence side is a little bit lacking.
Well, when I say wisdom, I mean at least a healthy dose of self-preservation.
One might say I'm rather good at survival.
I am sure. Remind me, friend, to not be between you and a speeding bus. Very well.
Rathog,
Go ahead.
Rathog turns to leave and goes to gather up Joel, or at least inform Joel of where he's going to be going.
I don't think we're gathering up shit from Jewel.
Yeah. Crib does actually give him a slight polite bow and then promptly is like, all right, I'm going to the marketplace.
Yep. So, for ease of convenience, Jewel, we're going to switch to you real quick. As you are doing the ritual, you have a vision.
Okay.
When you close your eyes, the temple sort of fades away, and when you open your eyes, you see the same tree, but it's in the middle of a great field.
Okay.
There are large creatures walking around, and we're talking like Cenozoic, like huge animals, like ancient nature spirits. You feel like you have actually connected.
Is it windy outside? I bet you there's something knocked over.
You have connected to a place of raw, ancient natural power.
You have found the Loa.
You get the sense that you're still continuing and conducting your ritual and your spell in the real world, but you have the ability to interact with this one.
Alrighty then.
What do you do?
Well, I have some more spells to be casting because there was this. I had a whole long, drawn-out process for this.
Okay.
I cast Speak with Plants, 3rd level spell. Speak with Plants reads as follows: you imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events and spells area within the past day, gaining information about a creatures that have passed, weather, or other circumstances. You can also turn difficult terrain. That lasts for duration. Plants might be able to perform other tasks on behalf at the GM's discretion. The spell does not enable plants to uproot themselves or move about, but they can freely move branches, tendrils, and stalks. If there is a creature in the area, if a plant creature is in the area, you can communicate with it in shared or common language, but you gain no magical ability to influence it. The spell can cause plants that created by the entangle spell effects to release restrained creatures.
Okay, cool. So your spell goes off, and a tree man face kind of appears out of the primordial tree, and it looks at you.
Huh. Well, I knew that. I took a guess if that would work, but it did.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings.
You are called Nekmara.
Yes.
We have seen you before.
Okay, that's news to me, but expected.
Why have you come here, Nekmara?
I came here with compatriots delivering the Dawn Spear.
The Dawn Spear.
Yes.
Are things truly that bad?
We stopped one blood moon already. We're probably going to have more.
The rock in the sky. It catches the sun and distorts it. It twists it. These are bad omens.
Mm-hmm. I have come to commune with one of the primordial trees. I am here as per a calling unnatural to my own.
What is it that I can do for you?
That's not what I came here to ask. It's what I can do for you.
You must discover the source of the blood moon and end it.
Okay.
We do not have the strength to save the lands as we once did. We are fragmented. In saving land, we disconnected ourselves from each other.
That's why I'm enriching your roots in the soil around you.
It will make me stronger. Perhaps, if you can find the others, we may be able to reconnect.
All right. I have a goal in mind then. May I ask, oh great tree, may I be gifted with one of your branches?
I cannot separate part of myself without assistance. That is not within my capability. But I can present you with a branch that I would not mind losing if you can find a way to hew it from me.
All right, hold a sec. I'm running through. My brain's working, and it's working very slow. Y'all gotta give me a sec.
Take your time.
It be like that sometimes.
Don't kill the Deku tree, man.
Why
Just
would
don't
I?
kill the Deku.
Why? I am a druid. Y'all are evil as fuck if you think I destroy the Deku tree.
I'm not evil, though.
All right. All right. Well, I have a goal. What can you tell me about the dangers we may face? What information can you give me possibly to assist my trade on the mission of reconnecting the primordial trees? Look, all y'all. Sorry, go ahead. Someone sighed. I was about to curse them out.
There is another tree on this island. Deep within the ancient city. They built a city around me, and there was once a city built around her. I do not know if she yet lives, but we were disconnected when we together raised the island.
Well, if she still lives, I will see you two connected.
I think she does. Else the other part of the island would have fallen into the sea. That has not happened, has it? My vision is limited.
Well, here. I'm gonna do some roleplay shit. Now it's up to Zach to see how this works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna conduct a small little blood ritual and give part of my life to the tree.
Okay.
Firmly connecting myself to the tree and its station.
All right.
I'm going to cut all 10 of my fingers.
Just little paper
little pricks.
Okay.
Little pricks. Get blood dabbed on all of them. Put them together, and then put them on the roots of the tree.
Okay. When you finish, a root rises up out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of gives you the bro, arm clasp handshake.
Mm-hmm.
And imprinted in your flesh is a barky, gnarled hand. And when the hand comes away, it's like somebody has tattooed bark on that portion of your arm and hand.
Mm-hmm. I will see that you two are reconnected. I will see that it happens.
And go ahead and, under special features, add Mark of Gaul to your character sheet.
Mark of Gaul. Got it. I need to go.
Gall.
All right. Features and traits. Add. Mark of Gall.
Yeah, right arm.
All right arm. Done. Added.
The tree then looks at you and says, "Your time here is nearly at an end. Is there anything else you wish to ask of me?"
Fuck. I haven't seen my parents in the longest of times. I'd like to know if either of them are still alive.
The tree concentrates for a moment, and then it looks back at you and replies, "They are."
All right. And I'm just going to kind of give it the look of like, give it the bro head nod and be like, yes. Alrighty then. And then just kind of sit back down and go back into what I was doing.
Travel safe. And then you wake up. You wake up and your spell is over prematurely, but you get the sense that it went off.
Okay, good. So heads up to everyone. That area for the next year is enriched. The soil is enriched. The tree will produce twice as much fruit and twice the yield. And the area 1 mile around from the base of the tree will do the same.
That's awesome.
They are very appreciative.
Do I still have the mark on my arm?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like a tattoo.
Okay, perfect. I'm just going to look at my arm like, oh, all right.
Around this time, you see your friends coming back.
Perfect. I will go and join them and sit in the back quietly.
Alrighty. And on that note, we are going to break for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to get the rest of the adventure ready. So if y'all want to use the bathroom, whatever, we will see you all in about 10. So we'll reconvene at 8:40.
Mike Lewis has entered the Emerald Dream. Yes, I have.
And there's no Xavius to go in there and fuck with it.
All right, so we'll see you soon. And we are back. Sorry for the extended break. Our crew decided to do a little shopping, and we figured we'd handle some of that off screen. Just for various reasons and mathing and stuff like that. So everybody returns from the marketplace to the Bashir compound. And you all kind of gather up in one of the side parlors, and everybody shows off what they got at the market. So, Milo, what did you purchase?
Milo tells the party that he bought some more crossbow bolts, and he shows off his 2 bundles. And also pulls out 2 healing potions and puts them on the table like, these are for the next time we're dying.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Oh, but wait, can I leave you?
Oh, Haley's still talking. What do you got to say?
Sorry. Milo does not tell the party, but I will tell you for DM purposes.
He is omitted.
He also has purchased 2 flasks of Alchemist's Fire.
And was given a very quiet explanation on how to use it.
Yep.
That party rogue.
And he wrote it down in his little notebook, like in his half literate way, for later in bullet points how to use.
There's also stick figures.
Yep. And then he tied it to one of the flasks with a little bit of twine, well, in case I need to remember later.
It says on the flask, front towards enemy.
It says throw far right below that.
100%.
He does not tell anybody else this.
Solid. Jewel, what did you get?
Me and my brother got matching bags, and they hold a lot of stuff. I also got a staff that makes bird calls, and I'll test that out for everybody. I'll make the sound of a goose. And I'll just honk at people. I'll honk at Milo right in his ear. Honk! And I got a bow. I got a new bow and some arrows.
Dope. Kriv.
Well,
Or Rathok, go ahead.
Rathok, since Jules said that we both have the exact same bag, Rathok also pulls out 3 potions of healing. That's it.
Yep. And you see D, G emblazoned on the bag for dwarves and Gajin. So, okay. So you've got very cool looking branded bags.
They hold a lot of shit.
It's the pockets. It's the organizers. You just fit more stuff in them.
Exactly, man.
All right, Kriv. What did you like to purchase?
So Kriv also comes back with probably the same shopping bag that everyone else went and got one from. We just had a shopping day at the bag store, and but Kriv comes back in quietly as he normally does. But when you look at Kriv, he's wearing half plate, and he does not seem to be being at disadvantage to stealth checks on it because mithril.
Shiny metal suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Although he did have them buff the shine off of it. He just wanted it to be more subdued tones.
So they painted it with pitch.
Something like that. He's a ranger. He doesn't care. It's it's mithril. It's armor. Has a buckler with it.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah. And he restocked on arrows and all that fun jazz.
Alrighty. H.E. Maddox, what do you show up with your new swag?
That ball and cloak.
This one picked up a cloak.
So I come in and like do a little spin, and I say, "Look at my new cloak."
Very
Milo's
impressed
like,
with the cloak.
wow.
I got it for tactical reasons. It looks cool, but at the same time, it's really I got it because I heard there was gonna be slave catfish. So
I would have just gotten it because it's cool. Look at that. How did I miss that?
it lets me breathe underwater, and I swim really fast now.
Does it swish?
What?
Does it swish?
Yeah, I swish on it. I do a swish with it.
That's the best cloak I've ever seen.
Beautiful.
And Anita, what did you come up with?
Well, I know you think that cloak is wonderful, and I would have gotten you a fancy cloak, Milo, but I got you something else instead. And I take out a little necklace on a chain. It's got like a little, it's a pretty hefty, actually, like little ruby heart, and I stick it around his neck.
You got me a present?
I did. I got you a present. It's to keep you safe.
Does it really do that, or is it like good luck?
It does really do that.
How?
It's magic. It keeps you from being diseased.
Okay, so Milo, when you put the thing on, you feel healthy. Just incredibly healthy.
I'm wondering if I have like the presence of mind to know that.
Well, you had a sniffle and a little bit of a cough, like all kids kind of do.
Oh, just permanent runny nose.
Yeah. You are no longer a snot-nosed kid. Now you're just a grubby kid.
Fucking grubby ass kid, get out of here.
I also got these two potions.
Milo blows his nose on the end of his shirt, and he's like, "I feel better."
Kind of look on and like that mom horror, and I'm like, good. And I like pat his head. I'm glad.
He is sticky.
Why are you sticky? I thought you just washed your hair this morning.
I was outside.
Yes, I know. In what? You are like covered in tree sap.
I rubbed on that tree after you told me not to.
The big tree? No, you could touch that tree.
Oh. Somebody told me not to, but then I did it anyway.
Okay, you're allowed. It's culturally acceptable.
It had sap.
It's probably good luck sap.
It in fact did not have sap.
The sticky's from something else, but we're just gonna pretend it's sap for our own comfort.
We don't know why Milo is sticky. We just know that all kids are.
He's got like 2 more years of that trait left on childhood. You know, kids are just sticky for no reason until they're like 11.
Then they're just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Write
They
the
stop
effects
being
down.
sticky, but they start being louder.
I'll give you the effects in the chat, Haley, so you can put it on your character sheet.
Okay. If you just tell me what the item is, I can just add it.
It's a periaptive health. Which is dope.
I mostly like it because it's a heart.
Mm.
I thought it would be sweet and in character.
Cause she love.
She do, she love.
Okay, I found it.
Alrighty. So, without further ado, okay, never mind. You all return to the temple. And the temple guard is there waiting for you. And they ask, "Are you ready to go?"
Yep. As ready as we will ever be to go plunder an ancient city with snake people.
Is this the next day, as in we've rested up and come back?
Yeah. So recover all your spells and.
So cool.
take the benefits of the long rest. Jewel, your staff of bird calls is fully back up.
Yeah, I only used one. I made it honk at fucking Milo because I'm a degenerate. Let's go. Honk.
That's exactly the sound it makes.
I'm not bored because I'm honking at geese.
It makes that honk. But when you did make that honk sound, one of the kids goes like, "Did I just hear chickens?"
Those chickens.
Look at all these chickens.
In that voice too.
Look, if you think when I don't get back I'm gonna be fucking with every single one of these kids, you're wrong.
Oh yeah, most assuredly. Okay, so through the magic of screen wipe, whoop, you're led into the ancient city, and everything around you is ruins. The temple guard then takes you to.
Well, my screen is still the same.
My
Yeah,
screen
we're
is
not there
also
yet.
slow.
We're not there yet.
Oh.
The temple guard lead you into a set of ancient ruins, and there is a staircase with serpents carved up 2 columns that leads down into the earth. And it's dark down there. And
Ancient city is underground.
And Sen's Fortress is really scary.
alright, so if you guys scroll, you should see. Can you see your characters with the fog of war? Did I get that right?
Yep.
Alright. So the orange space is what's illuminated. Here is where the staircase is. I'll just. You may arrange yourselves.
I would like to light a torch.
Do so. And you see that at the end of the hallway, it kind of curves off into to the north direction. And at this point, I would like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative, and we will stay in initiative order in the for the duration of us being in the dungeon. We'll probably be here for a little bit, so let's go ahead and get them initiative rolls. All right, so Anita is going last.
Stellar as always. My
Jewel is
initiative
doing
roll.
slightly better. Rathok is somewhere near the top. Milo is somewhere in the middle.
Breathe, you just gotta save the best for last. You know what I mean? I'm marked by a primordial tree. You're marked by some sort of god. It all works out.
It all works out. It's fine.
And the last I need is Maddox.
Maddox, did the aboleth get you?
I mean, I guess just put me in the back.
Initiative.
You need
order.
my initiative.
Yeah, I need your
Yeah.
initiative so we
Sorry,
can
my bad.
determine who's doing what.
Damn.
It
Crit-
is 3.
Crit failed and still did better than Bree.
Man, shut up!
Real?
I have a -1 to my fucking shit.
Maybe you shouldn't have any negatives.
Okay,
How the
so
fuck am I supposed to do that?
Hey.
okay, a Rathok. You can enter at the stairs and move your movement, or however you feel you want to handle this.
Yeah, I will enter in and kind of wait for the rest of the party about out here.
All right, so you should be able to grab your character.
Yep.
Just put him where you want him to wait.
All right. Actually, we'll move about here
Okay.
so that people have space. All right.
Milo.
Yes, sir.
Your turn.
I'm actually gonna. I'm just gonna stay where I am until either Maddox or Anita decides to move.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you at the bottom of the initiative then.
Okay. Yeah. After getting my head squished, and almost getting killed by a crab, I've decided to be slightly more cautious in my level 5 adventures.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Smart. So what I'm gonna need real quick is everybody's passive perception. Rathok?
That's a 12.
Kriv?
Mine's a 15.
Okay. Jewel?
Sorry, what am I rolling?
I just need your passive perception.
Oh, passive perception. Passive perception is 13.
Maddox?
9.
Anita?
11.
Milo?
14.
Thank you. Okay. Kriv. What do you do?
So looking around, I can see where Rathok moved up to.
Mhm.
Remind me again, what are these?
Okay, so the exposed area is actually, or the bright squares is actually the hallway. You guys are just kind of in like the backfill of the map right now. You're considered to be standing outside. Once you move onto the like these brighter colored tiles,
Okay.
those are the ones where you're actually like in the dungeon. So these black void spaces are.
I'm here.
Okay, Jewel.
Okay, I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna be in the far. I'm gonna be here.
Maddox.
I'm moving as well.
Okay. Anita.
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Kriv, do you want to be in the front? You want me in the front?
I mean, you can come up here with me,
That's fair. I didn't
but
know if it was a single file.
I have successfully gotten to the point where I can now sustain a tanking roll.
That is fair.
I have an AC of 20 now.
Looks like it's a single file hallway.
Also, I think my reaction time is a bit better than yours on dex saves.
You know, that's fair. Maybe I will let you go first. I'll pop up into the middle then.
Milo.
Bringing up the rear.
I don't hear what you just said.
What do you do?
I'm gonna catch up to the party. Go here
Okay. Kriv.
with Maddox.
Got it. Kriv.
Haley, can you mute?
Sorry.
So Kriv will also light a torch.
Okay.
So we jumped the initiative order.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rathok. I apologize.
Oh, I have not light my torch yet.
Well, I don't really need the torch, so
Not all of us have dark vision.
and get to here.
All
Or
right.
at least look ahead. spend the rest of my movement to get to here.
Okay. Rathak kind of moves ahead. Kriv?
I'm going to inform the rest of the party that there's more tunnel.
Okay. Kriv relays it back and then moves 10 up behind Rathok. And then just Rathok, Kriv hands you a vial.
Okay.
And says, drink it later. It's a vial of antitoxin. It gives you advantage on saves against disease and poison.
Ooh, shiny.
All right.
Because it's no longer a instant cure for being poisoned or diseased. It's now you just have advantage on your saves.
Mm-hmm. That's better, honestly.
15, 20, 25. 25, light a torch. Technically, I did it in the beginning, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Alright.
Okay. And then I take a defensive stance.
Kriv takes a defensive stance.
And inform Rathok, there's nothing up here that I can see yet. I'm just preparing.
relay that back to the rest of the party.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Alrighty. Jewel?
Bop.
Alright. Anita? I'm sorry, Maddox.
What do you mean Maddox? It'd be Milo, then Maddox and Anita.
Milo is held action to the bottom of the initiative.
I cast light on my cloak.
I bet that shit baller.
Has to be on an object, so.
Okay, so now that y'all have some light going, I can kind of give you sort of a better description of what's going on. So the walls of this ancient tunnel seem not as ancient as you might expect. The sandstone here that everything is made out of is well carved, and each brick is ornately carved, at least for, standard building blocks or bricks would be. They've got a little bit of a border with kind of like a beaded sort of motif, almost to the point where they were trying to mimic pearls all the way around.
It is excellent craftsmanship, I think.
Alrighty, so Anita. Doing anything else, or is that it?
Did I know I have to press the button? I'm pressing the button. I have to be on the window to press the button. Thank you.
Okay, so any other action other than movement?
Nope, just moving.
Okay, Milo.
Sorry, same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna light my torch and catch up with the party. Can I stand here, or is it like?
No.
Nope. That is you are in a very 5x5 narrow tunnel.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure I wasn't seeing it wrong.
OSHA does not exist in this place, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, I catch up. I don't want to be left behind, so I hold on to Jules' arm.
Okay. Rathok.
Which arm do you grab, the left or the right arm?
Whichever is available to me, it doesn't matter.
You gotta choose.
The right arm.
Okay, you grab. That's more for Zach than anyone.
Yep, tracking.
All right. 20 to here.
Okay.
Uh, 30 to here. Like
How
I'm
far
doing my
does your-
full.
How far does your
50.
dark vision? 50?
My dark vision is 60 feet.
Okay. And you notice something. Something's unusual there. Stonework looks a little bit odd.
Rackdogs are just going to relate to the party that something's off in the tunnel ahead. We might need Milo up here.
Okay. Kriv?
I'm just gonna pull my bow out, ready an arrow, but like in that one-handed grip because I still got the torch out.
Yep.
So should something pop up, I can easily just drop the torch and pull.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Kriv has readied his bow. Jewel?
I'm just gonna move up. Well, right there.
Okay. That's good. H.E. Maddox. Okay. Anita Bashir.
Question.
Will you?
Sorry, go ahead, Hunter. Unmute.
The walls, you said that they're like pearlescent.
They have pearl motifs carved into them.
Knowledge history.
$200 and 1 cent. Was that right?
May I do one? A knowledge history?
Yes, you may. It's old stonework. People used to carve this sort of stonework in places that were culturally significant. Beyond that, you don't really get any specifics.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So, next is Anita. Unmute.
Oh, I was counting. I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good for now. I don't want Milo to get too far behind, and also I would have to double move.
Okay. Milo.
Milo is gonna make his way to the front because he heard we might need Milo up here.
Okay.
So he's gonna move to here.
Where is here?
I moved him.
Is he under?
He's under Rathok Square.
Okay, gotcha.
For you, you're what, double moving?
Is that a double move?
Because you have to follow the pathway.
A single move to put you underneath.
Yeah, I'll double move to catch up.
Then you will be in front of Kriv. Because your base move speed is what, 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be your double move.
So Milo, you see it very clearly. It is a pressure plate.
Milo puts his hand out to stop the line.
Okay.
So, yeah, he stops Kriv, but I assume everybody else stops behind him.
Yep.
And he points to it and says, "There's a trap."
So do y'all want to drop out of initiative for the time being to let Milo kind of do his thing? Or
Yes, please.
Okay. Milo, what do you do?
Even though I see that trap, I'd like to check for traps before I walk over anything else.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Let's see this. Investigation for trap. Perception for traps. Hold on, I gotta click out of a window here. There we go. $18.
Yep, you notice that there is another pressure plate here as well. There's a poorly hidden one here and a well-hidden one here.
But nothing else, just those two pressure plates.
On the 18, you can see that there is something, and that's in the ceiling, and it's a slit that's about there.
Okay.
Many trap.
Oh no. All right. Am I out of turn, or can I still go?
If the party is choosing to wait for you, you can continue to act.
I'm cool with waiting.
Okay. I am going to very carefully approach the first trap. I'm gonna army crawl.
Okay. Milo goes prone.
I'm looking very carefully at what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna very carefully start on the first trap.
Alright.
So roll my sleight of hand. Which is, oh, that went up. So that's a 25.
Yeah, you hear a click and a snap, and you have disabled that pressure plate.
Milo lets out an audible sigh. And then if that one's done, he crawls very carefully up to the next one.
Okay.
Decapitation!
And I'll roll again to disable it. $23.
And with a snap, you disable that one too.
Kriv sneezes.
Milo jumps. He's like, dude.
Sorry, it's all the dust down here.
Breathe out of your mouth.
I'm no mouth breather.
Okay. I'd like to check for traps again.
Okay.
Going forward down the hallway.
Alright. Go ahead and roll it. You don't seem to find any additional traps.
Okay, Milo motions back to the party. I think we're good, guys. And he gets up.
Okay.
Alrighty. So moving back into initiative order, since it was Milo, we'll just start back with Rathok.
Full movement to here.
Okay.
Let me know if I have to roll any horrible things.
The hallway dog legs yet again.
Everyone know that there's a another part of the hall. That's it for me.
All right, Criff.
I'm just going to move to here.
Okay. Jewel. Anything else, Jewel? Is that good?
Nope.
Okay. Madax?
Can I double move?
Sure. Alrighty. Anita. All right, Milo. As you move down the hallway, you get the sense that you're getting deeper underground and it's getting colder.
Okay. I'll check for traps again.
Okay.
Paranoia.
You do not see any traps.
Milo waves the party onward.
Alrighty. Rathok.
$20 here.
It doglegs yet again.
This is 30.
And again. Is that it for... Okay. Is that it for your movement?
He's stopping here.
Okay. Kriv. Alrighty.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Kriv is going to look around as well. Ergo, he's going to roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Don't see any traps in particular. Is that it? Alrighty. Jewel.
That's it.
Maddox.
I'm just going to move.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anita.
My way past.
Okay. Milo.
You guys move fast. I only have little legs. But he moves there, and I will check for traps again.
Don't see anything.
He starts getting a little more confident.
Okay, so Maddox, Anita hands you a health potion on her way past you. Rathok.
Thank you.
You did not see, or I didn't see you pick anything up.
No, I didn't. I did learn a nifty trick though, in case something were to happen to me.
It dog legs you again.
Hopefully, you will not have to use it.
25 to here.
It turns just once more.
Gonna stop here.
Okay, so
You have activated my trap card.
what you see is a archway, and the archway looks to be made of carved stone with a serpent motif, much like the one that you saw outside, where the serpents are twining up the pillars and the two heads meet each other at the center of the arch. And between their fangs of the serpents is a star motif, and it appears to open into a larger room. You won't be able to see the. You won't be able to see the full room until you pass the archway.
Oh no, I'm waiting for everybody else right here. I'm just gonna make a knocking on the stone.
They cannot hear it. It is unless you're knocking with something metallic, because you're underground. The echo is not going to carry that far because there's nothing really to vibrate.
So the head of the javelin that I have.
Okay, so you hear a tink, 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 tink coming from down the hallway in a generally Rathok-like direction.
All right.
So, Kriv.
30 gets me to here. And I'm going to go ahead and cast a detect magic on that motif. The archway.
Yeah, it does not radiate magic.
Okay. I'm going to motion back for Milo and do the point at something he can't quite see, but like the scamper on up here, young thing. I need you to come check this. We think we found a trap. On your turn. On your turn.
Oh, I didn't know if we were suspending it again.
Nope.
Okay, I moved back. Oh, I was here.
Okay, so, Jewel?
I'm here.
Alrighty, Jewel moves up. H.E. Maddox.
Zach, I don't think you came through.
Maddox. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm just moving.
Yeah, I had to move my mic closer. Sorry. Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll stop there.
Okie dokie. Anita.
Well, I didn't see. I saw Kriv point to something, so I'll just move up and won't move past him.
Okay.
Proceeding with caution.
As Anita and Maddox get closer, Kriv's gonna, in a very quiet voice, get your weapons ready. Rathok found a big room.
Big rooms equal bad.
It's the, textbook being underground, and we know there's hostiles. If we're gonna find them, we're gonna find them here.
I'm gonna unstick my sword.
I'm
just a
so
little bit.
excited. I just whisper.
Okay.
Kriv just looks at him like, "Are you right now?"
Yeah, I'm totally me.
Got it.
And goes the big boom boom.
You got fireball, didn't you?
Nope. Old but true. Just blast. I shot it in the night. It did way more damage than I thought it was gonna do. Big boom boom.
I'm
Okay.
glad you're having a good time.
Okay, so who just went? I'm sorry.
Twas I.
Okay.
Anita just went.
Okay, so Milo, you're up, old guy.
Okay.
If you double move, you can get to the square I'm in, but you won't be able to detect traps because double moving is a full round action.
Unless you guys want to wait for Milo again.
Well, we can have
Wait.
Milo move up to like here, and then Jules' turn is next, I believe.
No.
Then it would be Rathok again.
Oh, okay.
Now we will impose Milo's suspend initiative to
Wait for Milo.
Everyone basically holding action while Milo checks.
Okay. Milo, what do you
Is
do?
that cool with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. I'll occupy his square then.
Okay.
And I disappeared behind him, but I'm there.
Yep.
Okay.
It is
This is
very cold
checking.
in here now.
I rolled a 19 to detect.
You do not see any traps.
No traps. Do I see any?
Just the room in front of you.
Okay. I look up at Rathok and I'm like, it looks clear.
gives him the Terminator thumbs up.
Yeah.
45 long slide.
Okay. So.
Wait, just to make sure, because it's still my turn while we suspended. Just to make sure, because Milo's been burned on this before, man. He can't trust his eyes no more. He takes a little rock out of his pocket and just yeets it into the room.
Like rock candy?
Okay.
No, I think it's like an actual rock.
Nah,
Yeah,
it was rock
it's like
candy.
a pebble, like, just a neat rock he found while playing with the kids.
Okay. So,
kids be having random shit.
So the rock clatters off the wall and comes to a stop. And everything is just quiet except for the sounds that your compatriots are making. Breathing in stillness. Are you finished?
Milo whispers, "Guys, I forgot why we came down here." But I think it's clear.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
You can see your breath.
Zach, in reference to cold, how am I doing?
You're fine.
Okay.
Everybody else, it's chilly.
far down did we go? It's getting freezing.
It's the kind of cold that creeps into your bones.
Is this one of those hallways that have kind of had a downward angle?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we could have easily just been going down like 200 plus feet and didn't even realize it yet.
Alright, so back to the top of the room.
Yep, Rathok, you're up.
Right here.
Alright. As you step into the room, this room is completely devoid of motif or stonework of any kind of reliefed carving, with the exception of the fact that you can see a door made of bone here, a door made of bone here, and this hallway that goes down and dog legs off.
Rathod just relays bone doors hallway to the rest of the group.
Kriv. And there is another archway that, I'm sorry, I missed this. This is another serpent archway. Same motif as before.
Okay.
Okay. Kriv moves in, takes a look around, then moves over to this first door.
Okay. Give me a second.
And takes a perception check at it.
It is a door. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll your perception first. No. It is a door made of bones. They appear to be humanoid bones.
Does it have an obvious handle?
Yeah.
Okay.
The handle is a small skull.
Like the kind of skull that's got like the eye pits and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. Waiting for Milo.
All right, Jewel.
Move into the room.
Okay. You see as described before.
Neat.
Maddox.
I hold position here and keep my eye down in the hallway, just in case something comes running down. I have an Eldritch Blast ready.
Make me a wisdom saving throw, Maddox.
A spirit guy.
Okay.
Oh no.
That is not the right die.
I rolled +1.
Oh, I see what happened in the
You
formula.
rolled a fudge die.
1D.
1 DF down to fuck. 1 dumb fuck D20 coming up.
Alright.
Okay. That'll come into play later. Now, let's see here.
That's never a good thing you want to hear. Just like, oh, you rolled a 12? Alright, you find out later.
Anita?
Alright, let's wander into ye old room.
No, just because they got skull motifs on the doors doesn't mean that they're hostile immediately. Just could be what
They're made of bone.
No one discerned if they're human bones.
He did say humanoid when I rolled my perception on them.
Potato, potato.
Yeah, but that's what you know.
I would know a lot about bones.
I'm mostly just holding cautiously. My sword is unstuck. It's not out all the way, but it's unstuck.
Maddox just kind of looks at Jewel, like cockeyed from the side when he says potato, potato. Or she says potato, potato. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at
I mouth to him, like I catch his eyes, and I mouth, let it go.
Okay.
Look, not everyone we meet is trying to kill us. They might be friendly.
Okay. Alright, so that was Jewel. So Milo, my dude, what do you do?
Alright, so first and foremost, I'm gonna catch up. Gonna come up here by Maddox. And I heard there were bones. On those two.
Yeah, they are doors made out of like human skeletons. And the doorknob is a small skull. Very small. Like, where do you get a human skull that small? Oh, that's not good.
I look up at Maddox and Anita. Like, I look from one to the other and I say, I'm not checking those doors for traps.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's probably just a goblin skull. It's not a big deal.
I'm not touching it.
That's
Why?
fair. Because skulls are creepy.
Everyone
Because it's
has
scary and
their
gross.
role.
Listen,
You
he's here
check
to
it.
keep us safe. He is not here to check creepy doors. Unless it is the only way.
Are you serious right now? Are you serious? We're possibly 100, maybe 200 plus feet underground, and we're worried about what's spooky now?
Rev just looks at the three of them arguing and then just goes, shh. We are underground. Voices carry.
Milo isn't gonna
Shut
check the doors.
Fuck up.
Just a heads up.
That's fair.
Letting everyone know Milo's not checking the doors.
They're spooky. He's 8.
Rathok.
I'm 8.
Rathok looks to Milo, points to his arm where he carved the marking, and points right back at him.
Milo's like, fuck. Is this man stuff?
He nods once.
You're busting my balls right now, Rathok. Milo creeps towards the first door. Right here. And I will check it for traps.
Okay. Roll it.
Milo is thoroughly creeped out. Like, it's all over his little face. His little knees are shaking. But he
so, killing things don't creep him out. Just, bones.
That's
Turn
defense.
the doors.
It's different.
The doorknob's looking at me with its eye holes.
It shows.
I don't like that.
You don't think there are any traps on it, though. It's just creepy.
Milo's like, that one's fine. And then he runs to the next one.
Okay.
Are we dropping out of initiative while Milo checks these again?
Yep.
Okay.
If we want to establish that as kind of a standard procedure, we can just
Yeah,
I'm down.
that's what I figured.
Okay, so Milo, you also don't find there to be any traps on this door.
I'm like, this one's good too. And then I run back to Anita and Maddox, and I'm like, someone else can open them.
Crib's just like, my danger senses are tingling. Do not open both doors at once.
Open it just like a little bit. I think Rathok should do it. And he just points to the mark on his arm.
Rathok's going to come to here,
Mm-hmm.
reach for the door,
Okay.
and then just, push it open. Or test the handle first.
The handle turns. in sort of a rattly kind of way. Clackety, 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 clack.
Slowly push the door open.
As you push, you're met with resistance.
Maybe it's
The door
pull.
moves slightly with a light scraping sound. You know, that sound of like you take a stick and you rub it on rock, you know? And it kind of makes it, but stops. The door is stuck.
This is not going to be quiet, is it?
You know, we don't have to check the doors, right? We could just go down the tunnel.
We are specifically looking for star metal that might be held in other rooms. Yes, we have to check everywhere.
I gotta go deeper regardless, so it don't matter for me.
All right, well, we can go deeper.
Rathog is going to try and force the door.
Okay.
Curve readies an action to shoot whatever the fuck is blocking it if it's hostile.
Alright, so this is very important.
Yes.
How?
Shoulder check.
Strength check. Roll it.
I can't watch.
20.
Rathok, you put your shoulder into the door. There's a little bit of a scrape sound, and the door pops forward. And once it's free, it slides with a loud scraping sound and opens, revealing a hallway that goes further into the darkness and turns off in a generally this way type direction. And on that note, that is where we are going to roll the credits, as Rathok is looking down the dark hallway that turns yet another corner. But before we do, you all hear, not aloud, but in your mind, a hiss. A long, rasping, rattling hiss. Thanks everybody for joining us. This has been D and Doozles. I'm Zach, your DM. I was joined by Brianna, Corey, Kenny, Haley, Mike, and Hunter. We've had a great time playing, and we look forward to seeing you when Heroes of the Dawn continues again in 2 weeks.